Hi everyone, welcome back to No Shit Show. Today we're going to be talking about body image.
Oh my God. What a journey.
Yeah, it's a heavy topic and I think it's something
It's a heavy topic.
all of us women can relate to, literally and figuratively heavy. But I think it's something we can all relate to, and it's something that we've all probably struggle with at some point in our lives. And I guess I just want to open the conversation to you ladies and ask kind of what's your experience been as far as how you've perceived your image?
Tragic.
Same.
It's been a long road. Not a lot of women speak about it. Women, men. And I feel like everyone is going through it in some aspects and stages of their life. We do tend to chase this perfection, this perfect body. Unfortunately, not everyone has the capacity to reach that goal for whatever reasons, whether it's health reasons, hormonal reasons, pregnancies, afterbirth, all
and
that.
time or just time. You don't have
life,
time to do it.
Everything, yeah. Or simply just staying, strict on your gym goals, your diet or whatever, But I feel like we all struggle with body issues.
I feel like it's, at least for me, it's something that I've always been pursuing and struggling with, like attaining my idea of a perfect body. And I think I've been heavy and I've been very thin for me. And no matter what, I wasn't happy.
Yeah, because we are our worst critics. And I feel like, unfortunately, until you heal that part of yourself, you will never be good enough for yourself when you look in the mirror. And I would love to reach that stage where I look in the mirror and I'm like, yes, girl, you look good. Everything is great. Love yourself. I'm not there yet. I feel like I'm still very far away. There's a lot of room for improvement, but I feel like even if I get to where I want to be, it's still not going to be enough.
Why do you think that because I think like what you just said is so common for most people, where it's never enough. Why do you think we have that like mindset and that mentality?
I think we compare ourselves to people. Or we just maybe want to look good for somebody. And we forget that we should look good for ourselves and feel good in the body that we are in. And I feel like this is the stage that I am at now. I try to think of, oh my God, this body did so much. I should love it a little bit more. I should care for it a little bit more. I should give it a little bit more credit. But I feel like today's world and goes down to social media and pictures that you see and you're like, shit, I want to be like this. You tend to compare yourself to others and you actually forget that you are your own person and you should love yourself regardless of, you are the most important person, not how other people will see you. And I think we're just chasing this stereotype.
Yeah, but then again, when you say it goes back down to social media, most of those pictures have been edited 1,000 times and have
a lot of people forget that.
Yeah, so you are trying to reach a body image that is not real. That is impossible to reach as a human, unless you are doing this and training and restriction, and you will always have your shapes. You will always have your cellulite. You will always have, maybe you would want to have less, but a perfect leg with no cellulite at all unless you're training for a body building competition and you're dry. Women are biologically, physically build up in a way that we do have cellulitis. I mean, this is no going around it. And I think it's so unfair playing on this unattainable perfection level by selling products, creams, magic tricks. That can help maybe, but it won't remove everything. And acceptance that this is just the way you are is
yes. I used to think that way until someone said it in front of me. It wasn't directly pointed at me. It was a friend's husband who said he's very much into, fit life and shit like that. And he said he was basically downgrading women. And in one sentence, he said, women nowadays don't look after themselves. They're full of fat and cellulite.
Oh.
And we were on a boat.
Whoa.
In, swimsuits and bikinis and whatever. That stayed in my mind. And when I look in the mirror, that's all I can hear. This one person's sentence, and I was like, oh shit, it must be bad. Like, how do I look from the back?
Yeah.
I am aware that I have cellulite and there's nothing much I can do about it apart from, I don't know, working it out, squatting, other procedures, lasers, whatever.
Why?
But it will always be because it's ugly. I know it's ugly. I hate it myself, but third person pointed it out and it was so embarrassing and it was hurtful.
But they didn't say it about you.
And this guy laughed, but there was only few people on the boat and I was literally standing in there. So I thought it was directed to me and to his wife.
I think mostly probably to his wife. But then again, what kind of husband is that?
A dick.
Exactly.
So that was bad. And I don't know, it just keeps coming back to my head that this person said that. So again, people judge, they look at you and they judge. They expect you to be, people's expectation are very high. So basically, you birthed a child. You're supposed to look after yourself enough after to look exactly like you looked before the pregnancy. You're also supposed to look after the baby, or you gained so much weight and then you did all the work to lose the weight. What are you left with? Stretch marks, loose skin, cellulite. But people don't see the journey that got you there.
Yeah.
You actually made an effort to lose the weight. You grew a human, you grew a baby, you birthed that baby. I feel like people forget that. And who is left with this trauma?
Yeah.
Us.
Yeah.
And women.
I feel like, because I haven't had kids yet. And I still feel like I'll look in the mirror and like nitpick every little thing that I don't like about myself. And it's kind of a similar thing where I had a family member when I was like 9 made a comment of, oh, like you're getting a tummy, and like could see that it upset me. And then like, but it looks good on you. Like don't worry, like it looks okay. Like, and I always held on to that. And my biggest insecurity is my stomach.
Mm-hmm.
And like my weight's fluctuated. I've been, I don't know, 20 pounds, 10 kilos heavier than what I am now. I've been lighter than what I am now. But right now is the healthiest I've been physically and mentally. And I still struggle with how I look. And some days, I think also for women, it kind of depends on where you're at in your cycle.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I'm about to start my period and stuff, I'm like, I'm a fucking whale. Like, I hate
Yes, because you got all
myself.
this water retention and you're swollen and you're like, ugh, you feel horrible.
Yeah, and then afterwards, I'm like, ugh, can't touch this shit. I'm like looking fly as fuck. And like, and then it's like, oh, back down.
Yeah,
now
you're right. It does,
now I look like Jabba the Hutt. Like, but I think it's a really big struggle to accept yourself for how you are. And like, I keep trying to have this battle in my head where I'm like, okay, I'm so much more than the number on the scale. I'm so much more than like my pants size or my t-shirt size. But we like narrow ourselves down to that value.
But you don't narrow yourself down to it. It's what you're surrounded of. The norms, beauty norms nowadays changed. If you're not a size 36, you're fat. You know what I mean? It's like, it's
according to
the trend in fashion, according to what magazine publishes, according to the feeds on your social media, according to so many outside factors that surrounds you 24/7, and you keep on seeing this and getting this image that if you're not a size 36, you're fat. If you're not a size 36, you're fat. At some point it was, if you're not blonde, you're ugly. You know, it's like, how many little girls are already struggling from now because they have curly hair, their hair are not straight, and all this Barbie problem culture that got you also into thinking that 1.75 meter, 1.80 meter, waist like this, boobies, and long blonde straight hair, that is the Barbie. And then they broke the norm with the black Barbie, where the whole movement also of black is beautiful, where they, you know, it's so easy when you are influenced by outside factors to actually believe that this is the real thing and this is what counts. When who says so? You know, the trend, the fashion industry. It's very complicated. Back then in the days, women had butt, they had cellulitis, they had shape, they were walking around with their.
There was no social media then, though. So
there were no social media. That's true, yes. But the people, the modeling industry also didn't promote that extreme skinny models. Have you seen nowadays, if you watch a fashion show, you are scared of what gets on the pasarela and for the shows.
I feel like it's different. Like in the States, it's a little bit different. Like right now, the trend is like more athletic build, a little bit thicker, and like not that stick skinny, rail thin.
Oh yeah, now
and
sports.
Like you can kind of see the fashion trends and things. Like for a long time, there was like body positivity and like promoting like all sizes, which I think is great. But it's kind of swinging the other way now again, where it's like more extreme, especially with things like Ozempic and those like weight loss injections and stuff, that now people are like extremely thin that have always struggled with their weight. It's kind of promoting that like unhealthy, like unobtainable naturally way. But I feel like I was more self-conscious moving when I moved here. Partially because I feel like we're in warm weather all year round, so we're in bathing suits all year round. Where in the States, I'd be in a bathing suit for like 2 or 3 months out of the year, and it would just kind of be like, oh, this fucking sucks. Like now it's like a little bit different, but I do feel like the beauty standard here is more like a smaller size than what it is in the States. So I feel self-conscious a lot of times because I'm like, I feel like I'm bigger than everybody here.
You're not.
You know? But that's how I feel. You know?
But I feel like people also forget that when they see a bigger person, a bigger lady, straight away their first thought is, she likes to eat.
Yeah.
But people actually forget that there are
so many more
deeper
factors.
issues. There's a hormonal imbalance. There are illnesses that you need to medicate yourself, and those medications will make you put on weight. It's not like that this woman sits and eats all the time and she just gained weight. It doesn't mean that she is lazy. It doesn't mean anything. Some people don't have the control over their body, even though how much they would like to, and no one thinks that this person is actually unhappy.
Or binge eating linked to depression
Exactly.
or other
so
mental illness.
People will just put a tag on you, or you're fat, you are unhealthy, you are lazy, you're not doing anything with yourself, but they don't actually know what's behind it. It's the same for slim people. Some slim people have difficulties with gaining weight, and it's also due to hormones, eating deficiencies, eating disorders, or whatever else. Also medication that will make you lose weight. But straight away,
anorexia.
When I got even worse, girl, when I fell sick for celiac disease, which I have until today, I lost a dramatic weight in a space of 3 weeks, and I was told I was a drug addict. A woman literally said it to my face, that I should stop the heavy drugs because I look sick. And I don't even know her name. I don't know her name. She came to the salon. Everybody else knew her. I didn't. She knew me, and I was there looking like a hanger, which I know I did. It was really bad. It was very scary, but I had no control over it because celiac disease just started, and I didn't know how to look after it, how to take care of it, and I looked bad.
What is this disease exactly?
Celiac disease is high intolerance to gluten.
Okay.
So you need to change your whole fucking lifestyle. Yeah. Whatever you eat at home, whatever you have at home needs to be out, including ketchup, because there's apparently gluten in ketchup, in sauces, in everything. So when you get celiac disease, you need to follow your diet. But people forget that.
Yeah, and I think too that, especially like back to social media, you have people that just sit there and troll. And the easiest way to troll somebody is attack their image.
Body, the image.
Whether they're overweight, underweight, like there's all this, like these posts now talking about these celebrities that have lost a bunch of weight, like
with diabetes drugs, or I don't know what.
Yeah, the Ozempic stuff, where it's like, but they have, I saw one of Meghan Trainor, a musician, where she was, one of her first songs was about being a bigger girl, and like she sings all about that bass song.
Yes, exactly.
And she's lost a ton of weight.
Yes,
I don't know if she's using Ozempic or not.
She did,
but
apparently she didn't hide it.
Okay, yeah, but like people were showing comments of her when she was heavier, being like fat ugly bitch, blah blah blah, like attacking her, and now people are attacking her for being too skinny. And it's like you can't win for losing, and it's like how do you?
Yeah, you're right. Wherever you show off whatever you are, and even though people will talk no matter what. If you are fit, skinny, you are addicted to sport and healthy eating, you are sick. If you are fat, you're addicted to food, you're sick. If you are, I mean, just be, you know?
Yeah. How do you think, or if you have, like, because it's something I still struggle with daily. Like, I don't think there's been a day since I turned like 10 where I didn't wish that I was skinnier. And how do you get over that?
You wish you were skinnier?
Yeah, like I think every day I look in the mirror, I'm like, there's something where I'm like, yeah, I would want to change.
How do you change that?
How do you change your mindset?
Because you love yourself. You need to start loving yourself.
I love myself, but I think it's dealing with the body dysmorphia. Like, I can't see myself for how I am because I look at pictures of myself when I was thinner. And I'm like, damn, I was tiny. But in the moment, I thought I was fat.
You were fat, yeah.
And I can see myself now. And I was like, I was unhealthily thin at the time. But it's like this struggle and this internal struggle of, I love myself and I think I'm a good person and da 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 da, but I can't accept the outside. Like I like the inside of me, but
if you remove the gravity of the situation where actually not accepting your physical appearance can get you to extremes, and you just acknowledge that there are many, if not almost all women that looking at themselves in the mirror would wish they had something else than what they have. And I can assure you, if you would be granted with that change, you would still find something else that you would want to change. If you have, I remember I always wanted to have green eyes, and then I had the contact lenses on and I'm like, ew, no,
I did that with brown eyes. I so wanted to have brown eyes.
Okay, let's go back to brown, and I had extremely curly hair, Shakira style, and I did everything I could to have the straight hair. Once it was done, I wanted my curly back hair back, and when I was younger, I was extremely thin. Not because I didn't eat, but because my body type was like this. My mom was skinny. I was almost, people would say I was sick, and I wanted to gain weight. But some other girls wanted to eat whatever I ate for four. My friends could tell you, like they would end up always telling me, like, where do you put this food? I was wanting to gain weight. They were wanting to be like me and eat anything without gaining weight. So I think that there is always something that you will want to fix. The problem is when it becomes more than a wish and it becomes like an obsession, and where you would reach a point where you would do anything for that, where I think, I'm not a doctor, but where you would fall into extreme to achieve this goal. Yeah. And I don't think it's alarming when you look at yourself in the mirror and you wish you were 2, 3, 4 kilos less, if you feel, and if you've been that weight before and maybe back then you had also a better eating.
No, I was starving myself.
This is where I want to get through. When you're starving yourself and not having just clean eating, then there is a problem. When you are, I think you are following, and then again, people are judging, people can keep on judging. Now, healthy eating is also being pinpointed, like, oh my God, just eat the ice cream. I mean, it's just ice cream, And when you're trying to keep your diet clean out of fast food, no, I'm not eating this, because people will still be talking.
Yeah.
And it's tricky, it's complicated, but in the end, it's this relation of food with yourself. It's you again, it's you versus yourself, literally, it's you versus the mirror.
It should be you.
And it should be you.
It should be you against you, but I feel like we have the tendency that it's us against the world.
It's you against the world when you give a shit about what people think about you. And sometimes most of these people that are judging and pointing fingers and making you feel uncomfortable with yourself should have a hard look at themselves first. And these are more often the people who have the biggest mouth. They are not perfect, and yet they seek perfection in others.
But I think that's it too. Like people are holding a mirror up to themselves when they sit and like make comments and judge things. Like usually people are calling out the insecurities that they have within themselves on somebody else.
And I've been both. I've been chubby, I've been smaller, and that was before I had all these kids. And then I think it's the stress, the sleepless nights. And then I developed eating disorder in where the plate of food would scare me because I was so
scared to put on weight.
Exactly. And I really didn't want to put that weight back on. And I was living on fast food before I had all these kids as well. So I was like very unhealthy, very big. And I didn't do anything about myself. Like whatever money I had, I would spend it on food. And then after the kids, somehow, I don't know, it was like I looked like a deflated balloon. That, you know, all the air went off. It was like all the excess kilograms went off. And then eating disorder came because I was so scared of gaining the weight
back on.
Yeah. And I feel like I'm still chasing my perfect body, my perfect skin, my perfect hair, my perfect everything. And I do get lost in it sometimes. And I need to work on it and one day be able to say that, you know, I love myself the way I am. And this is what I'm teaching my kids as well. So who they're going to learn from? They will only learn from me. So, but like you, I was trying to change myself. I was putting dark contact lenses because
and then once you get it, you're like, no, this is not okay, you know. And but I think that as long as, and this goes again with social media, if we didn't have access to all this crap on social media, I'm categoric that we would have an easiest time accepting how we look. But if the whole day we have feeds of perfect body that has been whatever trick photoshopped or constantly in front of us, and this is our new reality, of course it gets harder for you when you look in the mirror to accept. It's the same for your relationship, it's the same for your everyday life, your job, all these people posting from the beach, working from the beach today, or whatever it is. Anything that is just against what you yourself are living in every day. You go to your nail, you are in your office and you just work indoor. Of course, seeing everyday people at the beach and working from the beach and apparently making loads of money like this, it will trigger something in you. And I can tell you that here in Mauritius, you're still safe to walk on the streets. But man, I can tell you that if you go in a country like Dubai, and if you're not happy with yourself, you better not go to Dubai. I mean, the
Life tip,
beauty
don't go
standards
to Dubai.
that they have there.
I know.
But it's not real. These women has done the tip of their hair to the tip of their toe. They have gone through their...
I'm not against Botox, injections, fillers. I'm not against this at all.
And this is beauty standards that they were not born like this. This is my point. These people were not born like this, and they feel comfortable now after changing everything about them. But you can't go around in life comparing your human body that was given to you and that you didn't modify to something that can only be achieved in an operation, quirófano. How do you say this in English? After spending surgery, after doing surgery. This is the problem also.
For some people, including me, body image is very much affected. Not very much affected. For me personally, okay, let me talk for myself. Bullying at school. This is where it all started for me.
Yeah.
And I wasn't a big girl at that stage yet, but I was different because of the type of school I went to. I was very different and I was bullied for it. So I think this is where it all started. And it went from there where I started to become very conscious of how I look, how I appear. This is where my nose insecurities were born because I was very much picked for my nose. My freckles, basically everything about me was wrong. And this is where it was born. And I feel like I carry it until today, which I'm trying not to because I feel like I'm going to pour it over to my kids. I wanted to do a nose job And I looked at my kids and I'm like, what am I showing them? I don't want them to come to me, because to me they are perfect, and I don't want them to come to me and tell me I want to change my nose or I want to do I don't know what to themselves, because I feel like I gave birth to beautiful, perfect little girls. And it would hurt me to see that, but they would take an example from me.
From you.
So I tried to love my nose and my face enough not to talk about it in front of my kids.
I think that's important too. Like, there's always going to be something that you're insecure about, and like,
yeah.
And I think that I don't think there's anything wrong with getting anything done. Like, I've had Botox, I've had filler, I had chin lipo to get my double chin done. Like, I'm
good
cool.
job.
I don't give a shit. Like, I own it. Like, fuck
I had
paid
fillers
money
too.
to get it done. Like,
and I will do Botox when I reach 35 or 40. I'm definitely doing Botox. If I can prevent it, if I could prevent my wrinkles or my glow or whatever, and I can't do it naturally, yes.
I don't think there's anything wrong with having something done if you're insecure about it. Like, go for it, I say.
Definitely.
Like, you do you.
Just don't do too much.
But I think the problem is when people get all of that stuff done and then portray that they didn't do
it. Yes.
Here we go. This is a huge point also. And they claim that they were born like that. This is my problem also with this social media also. No, you post a perfect picture that was imperfect before, and you slim your waist, add your boobies, and it's the same thing. Whoa, what a super nice picture. Yeah, I know. I've been on a diet. No,
but then again, but then again, when you actually expose what you did to yourself, people will still talk shit. Because there was a girl who was like full on, documenting her lip fillers, and she got smashed for why are you doing this? Oh my God, you're so fake, or this or that. But if she didn't make it public and just appeared with those lips, people will still talk, oh my God, you went to get your lips done. So I think the moral of the story is whether you do good or bad, people will always talk shit.
People will talk.
I think ultimately, like, the ultimate goal, right, is to be what am I trying to say? Like, empowered within yourself and like confident within yourself, to where like you don't care about what other people think, and you move in a way that it's like, I'm being myself, and if people don't like it, then that's their fucking problem. That's a hard place to be in. I'm not there yet.
I'm not there yet either. I'm far away from
feel like
there.
I'm like,
I think I don't care.
Sometimes I don't care, and sometimes I do care.
For me, and above all, I will definitely not go, and especially because I know how people are, I won't broadcast anything that if I decide to do it online and talk about it and expect people to understand or accept or even say, well done. I mean, you should be doing it if you feel okay with that, because that's not the way humans work.
Yeah.
First of all, you will have the haters, the jealous, the women that wish she could, but she can't. So she will also throw all her shit on this,
Maybe you're right.
You do things for yourself. You do things to
I
feel
would
good
like
in your
to do
own
things for
skin.
myself, but then again, I've also faced things like, oh my God, you shouldn't wear that, you have kids. Oh my God, you shouldn't wear that because you're a mother. Oh my God, you shouldn't do that because you're a mother. That pressure is another thing, and it does affect
people put that in your head because you heard that a lot of time. You're posting that, you're a mom.
You shouldn't. It's not appropriate because you're a mother. I'm more than a mom. I'm a woman. I'm a human. I'm me.
But you didn't come with that conclusion. People told you that.
Yeah.
You didn't come with that conclusion.
If
you didn't keep on hearing
but this is why my insecurity comes. Like, can I wear this dress? Is it too much because I'm a mom? Can I post this? Is this appropriate because you're a mom? I feel like a lot of people forget that, a mom is just your little title, but behind that, you're actually a woman, you're a human, and no one has the right to take that away from you.
Yeah, what you wear even down to how you act, doesn't dictate whether you're a mother or not. You're a mother, period. Because you birthed 3 children.
But you're a woman first.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's very much behind, like at the back of my head. Don't do that. You're a mother. Don't dress like that. You're a mother.
I think it's like an ever evolving journey, and like my experience has been on like a self-love journey or whatever you want to call it, as cheesy as it sounds. Like it's not a linear thing where it's just a straight line of, okay, I'm on this self-love path and it's just forward from here. It's a roller coaster. Sometimes I'm on a high, sometimes I have lows, and like I'm still learning to like acknowledge like, okay, yeah, I feel shitty. I don't feel confident right now, but like I'm way more than what I'm seeing in the mirror. Like I'm a kind person, I'm a loving person, like I'm a partner, I'm a sister, I'm a daughter. Like I have to check myself and be like, okay, I'm more than just an image for someone else to like
or dislike.
Yeah. And it changes like that. You have to kind of go with
And this is what I would like all those struggling mums that are, from out of delivery room, and they are being so hard on themselves. Like, I know it's hard sometimes when you look in the mirror, but appreciate yourself, because not everyone can do that. Men can't do that. They can't grow a human. And usually men are the first one that will point fingers. Oh my God, women
Have
too.
you seen her? She's gained so much weight after birth. Oh my God.
But women struggle with depression after birth, and most of it is because their body has changed.
And the hormones with it.
And the hormones are up and down. And then there's a crying, screaming baby lying there who wants to suck on your boob and just suck the life out of you. And you have these women who gained some kilograms in the pregnancy, and they do struggle with losing it, and they think that's it, but it's not it. You can, give yourself time, love yourself, try to.
Yeah.
And don't be too hard on yourself. Yeah.
Yeah. Give yourself some grace.
Give yourself some grace.
Amen.
Well, ladies, I think it's time to wrap up this episode, but we would love to hear your thoughts. Please comment below if you are struggling with body image, or if that's something you struggled with in the past, maybe how you've overcome that, or the journey that you're on through that. We would love to hear that and discuss with you. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give us a like. Thank you for listening. Bye.
Yay. Bye.